All right, famous boxing question. Back in the day, did Floyd Mayweather Jr. duck Keith one-time Thurman? I saw Thurman talking about it on ES News, and I wanted to address it right now. Floyd Mayweather in 2013 was the WBA champion, if I'm not mistaken. Keith Thurman was his mandatory for that WBA position. Floyd Mayweather did not want to fight Keith Thurman. So what they did was they made him the WBA super champion, and they made Keith Thurman the WBA regular champion. Now, people say that Floyd didn't want to fight Keith Thurman because Keith wasn't big enough, and not that he was afraid of losing. That's all possible. That's fine. I'm just saying the facts. So then at this point, Keith Thurman, he wanted to fight the people, that Floyd would fight, fought. Guerrero, Maidana. The fight with Maidana didn't happen because Maidana had pulled out. But he was the WBA mandatory. Mayweather was the WBA regular champion. Then they made him super champion to make Keith Thurman the regular champion. Now here's where it gets interesting, because when you are a super champion, you do not have to do mandatories. When you are a regular champion, you do have to do mandatories. So at this point, Mayweather has his 2 fights with Maidana. Then he fights Pacquiao. Obviously, he's not ducking Thurman to fight Pacquiao. Then he's got 1 fight left. Thurman as the WBA, because remember, as the WBA regular champion, you have to face mandatories. As the WBA super champion, you do not. So Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to fight mandatories. Keith Thurman's mandatory was Andre Berto. And who does Floyd Mayweather fight? He fights Andre Berto in his last fight. So let's get this straight. Keith Thurman, he wasn't big enough for you to fight him. And you don't have to fight mandatories when you're the WBA champion. And when you're the WBA mandatory, Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to fight you when that's Keith Thurman. But then when Keith Thurman is the regular champion and Berto is his mandatory, all of a sudden you want to fight a mandatory? You want to fight Andre Berto? So it just doesn't make sense. I think Mayweather wanted that 49-0 very badly, and he was going to do a farewell fight with Andre Berto regardless. But someone like Keith Thurman, and Amir Khan for that matter, or even guys like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Kell Brook were all more deserving at that time. So to answer this question, did Floyd Mayweather duck Keith Thurman? Yes, he did duck him to fight Andre Berto, an easier fight. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, Floyd Mayweather would have beat Keith Thurman anyways. Maybe he would have. That's not the point. The point is he did not like the possibility of him losing. He didn't want to take that chance. It doesn't mean you for sure would have lost, but it's a more difficult fight, and you don't want to take that chance. And people will say, oh, well, Floyd Mayweather, he beat Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman all those years later. It doesn't make a difference. That doesn't mean that he didn't duck him, and it doesn't mean that Keith Thurman wouldn't have beat Floyd Mayweather. Let me know what you guys think. Did Floyd Mayweather duck Keith Thurman or not? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace.